Order and chaos. A lot of people, I think they don't understand how important those two things are in your life and how integral they're going to be to your happiness, your success, your unhappiness, your failures, how big a role they play, this order and chaos. The thing about order and chaos is that they do work. They work together because usually a time of order can be followed by a time of chaos, and a time of chaos is usually followed by a time of order. I look to back in Genesis and a few other cultures, creation myths have this in common. At first, there was nothingness, the void, emptiness, and then it's as if order was brought. Creation was order. Things were created. Now existence has begun. The God, the deity, the universe, however they phrase it, brought order into existence. The universe itself, it goes by a certain order. Planets rotate around their stars at a certain pace. Gravity holds the universe, galaxies, solar systems all together. Things move at a orderly rate. Things move at a predictable rate because there is an underlying order to all of existence. You see the animals. The animals do things at certain times. They know they're born knowing at this time I have to migrate. I have to fly south. The birds do that. This time I got to hibernate. At this time I have I breed. At this time I eat the food. At this time I go away. I go off and die somewhere. The animals know this. The plants know this. The plants know. Oh, now it's time for the seed. Now it's time. Now it's time to bear fruit. And to look at these things and think, okay, the universe, there's a certain order to everything else, to nature on Earth. There's a certain order to the universe itself. But humans aren't governed by the same rules. To me, that's foolish to think that humans are somehow exempt from the rules, exempt from the order, exempt from chaos. No, no, no. That's why you look at humans over and over again. Humans make societies. A group of individuals come together. They make society, and they do things. They do things in similar ways always. Just like dogs and cats and squirrels and dolphins, they do things. They do dolphin things. They do cat things. They do dog things. You won't see a dolphin doing human things. You know, you might interpret it as human things, but no, you won't see a dog doing human things. No, it's doing dog things. It has a preset template of actions it can take, and it takes those actions. Humans are the same way. We have our preset little template of things that we do, and we always follow the template, and that's reality. We build our societies, we build our groups, we have our ideas, we go about our missions, our goals for whatever reasons, usually the same reasons over and over again. Or it's the same basic reasons, for survival on some level. Survival has become an abstract thing, I believe, in many people's mind, when survival is no longer a tangible fear. It's a tangible thing as you work towards survival. No, it's more abstract now, but still, it doesn't change the rules that there is always an order to things, and you are a part of the order. You must participate in the order. You must submit to the order. You do not submit to the order, then you are embracing chaos. Chaos is when things are not predictable. Things are going to be less safe. You can't have peace. You cannot have peace. You cannot thrive. You cannot have prosperity under chaos. It's impossible because you can't plan. You can't plan. You can't can't put into action any of your goals once there's chaos. If the planets randomly just change directions and they rotated. Let's say they randomly did that. Just randomly, it'll go one direction one way, one direction the other way. Guess what? Then there will be a lot of collisions. They will constantly collide. It wouldn't work that way. Let's say stars just randomly stop putting out heat randomly, just one day on, one day off, one day on. Let's say gravity just will work sometimes. No, it doesn't work like that. You see? When I'm saying these things, people are like, oh, that's impossible. Yeah, because it doesn't work like that. Anytime something does interfere with the order, that is chaos. A meteor strike, a solar flare. Those are chaotic things. Those things are actually predictable, though. So I guess on the greater scheme of things, like I said, order and chaos, they do work together because that comet, it was put into motion far, far away. And just by calculations, it's going to take this trajectory and it's going to, when it lands, it will cause chaos. When it hits, it's going to cause chaos. That solar flare, the underlying chemical reactions or the states of, what's the word I'm looking for? The states of the underlying physics of it were in place already. And if you can measure it, you can predict when it's going to happen, of course. So, like I said, order and chaos do work together. They work together. Before something new can come, what's there before must fall, must cease. Whether it comes from a violent action, a sudden violent action, or it comes from a prolonged action, slowly seeping into chaos. That's how new things are replaced by old things. We had creatures on the earth a long time ago that resembled none of the creatures we have now on the earth. You had geological events on the earth. You had cosmic events happening that wiped out things on the earth. A few times it's happened, like 3 or 4 major times it's happened, wiped out all life almost. Oh, and new life emerges. Now, how does this apply to the individual? How does this apply to you? Think about it. You've had those cosmic level events in your own life. Maybe it's a sudden passing of a family member. Maybe it's you suddenly lose a job, and it feels as if you just got hit with the meteor strike. Boom. What you had yesterday is gone now. Now you have to rebuild, start over. Hopefully you survive it so you can continue. But some people don't. When that meteor strike comes, it takes them out too. They get wiped out by it, and their story comes to an end. That happens, unfortunately, for some people. Other people, the chaos occurs. You might dwell in the chaos for weeks, days, months, years. Some people, yes, in life, sometimes you are in a chaotic state for years. You're just trying to survive, find your footing again. I had a patch for 2 years. I just felt lost. It's like I could never find my footing, could never find a way out, and until slowly you just go through the progressions. You just work it, keep working it, and then you eventually come out on the other end. But some people, that doesn't happen. You don't come out on the other end, and there's no guarantee because today it's orderly. Today it's working. It doesn't mean tomorrow that you'll be thrown into chaos. You have to understand that, okay, chaos will happen. Be grateful for the order you have in your life. Be grateful for the things, the people you have in your life, because It can be taken away. It can go. It's not guaranteed that you will always have these things. It's not guaranteed you will always have your health. There's not guarantee you will always have the people in your life. There's no guarantee you always have the comforts of your life. Our society, especially in North America, we got it pretty easy, but there's no guarantee that we'll always have the Wi-Fi. There's no guarantee we'll always have full grocery stores. There's no guarantee we'll always have our vehicles. And no, this lifestyle. It's not guaranteed. Chaos can come and take it away, just like it always has, and just like it always will. But rest assured, out of the chaos, eventually order will rise. That's all I got to say for today.